Welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
I'm Sharyn.
And thank you for joining us again for another week of Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. We appreciate you all every time you come back. We enjoy giving you what we have each week.
Yeah.
Also, we've gotten a lot of
Feedback?
No,
What?
a lot of suggestions, and
uh-huh.
we will get to one of them or some.
That's feedback.
Yeah, I guess it is feedback. Yeah, I
Okay.
guess so.
Suggestion is a feedback. Look, what's your feedback? Stop doing them shows.
I know that's right. I know. But one person asked us to talk about toys in the bedroom, so we may get to that. We may invite other people in on that one, just because y'all don't want to hear about our toys. Y'all really don't. But we're gonna give it to you anyway. But anywho, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, before we get started with today's topic, we like to give shout outs.
Her favorite part of the show.
I love shouting out our subscribers. You all, because of you all, we are,
Yeah, exactly.
So, first, shout out goes to Goody Smarts. Thank you for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. Also, Quiet Storm NYC. I'm assuming you coming all the way from New York City. We appreciate you and thank you. And last but not least, Mallory H. Thank you for being a subscriber and thank you for your comments on Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. So today we are coming to you all from our front yard.
Had to change location because we have neighbors.
We have neighbors. They're having company right now.
Right. People are swimming and playing basketball.
And we're coming to you all a little later in the day that we normally would. So I apologize already for the chimes. We got plenty of them in the front yard as well as the backyard.
I tried to get her up and ready, but I lost. I've been ready 5 hours ago.
Whatever. But so today we're coming. I know last week we were a little heavy, and
the week before then too. It's time to lighten it up a little bit.
So we're gonna lighten it up for you all. So today's topic is vacation time.
Yay.
Where to go and how to choose.
And
we will definitely give you all some of our information about what we feel is a good vacation versus not. Where to go.
And the process that we go through. Because if we were successful, we would be on vacation right now.
That may be a little true.
Just a little true.
But
everyone needs one, babe. Everyone needs one. So.
But I'm gonna get into that in a minute. So, you want to start with vacation?
I want to start because I need a vacation. I'm pleased.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't need a vacation?
We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot these last couple of years, and we've had some business dealings, and you had to go see family and stuff. But we have not had a vacation, so I'm pushing it to almost 3 years. We've been out of town.
We haven't had a vacation together.
Right, together. Yeah, right. Look, I don't know. Look, she be going somewhere. She don't be taking me.
She doesn't want to go half of the time. But we're going to talk about that. And that's part of why we're speaking of vacation.
Okay. So, but the title is, where to go and how to choose. And whether you're in a relationship or not, but especially if you are in a relationship, you're married, you got a partner, some full-time sweetie pie, and you vacation with them, I don't think it's the easiest thing, one, to take the time off, decide where to go, and both of you be happy about it. That's hard, right? So, and I'm saying taking the time off, you guys know I'm retired. Rosa is not. Where are we going to go? We have children, sweetie pie. We got, two teenagers now, right? 16 and 19. That's woo. And
almost grown.
Almost out on your own.
Oh, really?
Just trying to give some encouragement. But so we don't think it's necessarily easy to do. Plus, Rosa and I are very, very different on what we think is fun, and more or less spending thousands of dollars to get there. So, and let me just put a plug in. You guys know I'm retired military, but I truly suggest to everyone, I know y'all want to go on these exotic vacations and y'all want to go around the world. Y'all been everywhere but space, but please take a moment and see America. We have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. And when people tell me, oh, I just went to Dubai and I just left Singapore and I've been to Thailand and, and all this wonderful, been there too. Great, lovely, fine. But I'm saying, have you been to Savannah, Georgia? Have you ever been to New Orleans during Mardi Gras? Have you been to Wyoming? Have you seen Colorado in the fall? Yeah. And go upstate.
Niagara Falls too.
Oh,
Niagara
wonderful,
nice.
right? And New York, go visit the museums and all of these wonderful,
too. The Smithsonian.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, and the Black Museum, the African American Museum in D.C., which I have not been there, but it's definitely on my travel list. We went to D.C. a couple of years ago, but
I was trying to get us in there, but
we were on a very thin timeline. Went to a wedding and went on home, but in any event, so let me slow it down a minute and just say, first of all, who out there does not need a vacation? Right. I don't think any hands went, hey, no, not right. Everyone needs one. For whatever reason, and you don't have to go with anyone. Sometimes you just need to be alone and go somewhere different.
But sometimes it doesn't even need to be a vacation. A staycation is always great too, just as long as you take some time for you, wherever that may be. If that's in your backyard and swinging on your hammock for 3 days and reading a good book,
do it. Yeah, do that.
But for those of you all who want to be in Colorado skiing and, by the fire, that's great too. Mm-hmm. Or on the beach reading your book. Wherever. Staycations are great too.
And don't let anybody dictate what a vacation is to you. Yeah. Because what turns you on may really not turn your partner on too. And as I say that, whether it's your first time viewing us or your 25th time, Rosa and I are very different. And I don't mean the Gemini Miss Aries thing either. And who isn't? But I have to take her.
I don't think we're different as to where to go. I think we're different as to when we get there, what we're doing.
Oh, well, that too. But I think where we go, as to where we go, okay, let me offer this to the jury. Okay, here we go. Rosa is online to go to Africa next year. Yeah. She was supposed to go 2 years ago, and then COVID hit. So bottom line, she's going to Africa. She's been to Europe without me. We've been to New Orleans. We've been to Philadelphia. We've been here, there, and family, folks, and doing stuff like that.
Belize too.
We've been Belize, right? On the right. So we enjoy vacationing. But here's my pinch. We have been married 6 years as of August the 10th. We have not had a true honeymoon. We did go on a trip, but it wasn't truly a honeymoon. So I feel like if you can make it to Africa and Dubai and been everywhere but space, why haven't we been on a honeymoon? I'm the romanticist, and I think she is a little bit, but I feel a little cheated, right? And now she's getting ready to go to Africa without me? Well, how does that happen?
But when you say honeymoon, like, I've been several places, and honeymoons can be anywhere. We could have gone to Niagara Falls. My kids are in upstate New York, so you could have come with me. I could go see the kids, and then we could have just taken 3 to 4 days in Niagara Falls. No, you gotta it's gotta be this way, that way, or no way. Or we could have just gone anywhere. Could have gone down to Atlanta and enjoyed some stuff down there. Like, because, somebody has to go somewhere, you can always make a vacation out of it. Or you can always make, in our case, a honeymoon out of it. I travel for work. She could just come with me. We can go up to Sacramento and
That's just too much fun for one person. Well,
you can make it into a honeymoon.
And I get
she
it.
Just doesn't.
I get it. I get the idea of it, but Rosa does move around a lot, and sometimes when she's got to travel for work, of course, who wants to go with her. I don't mind going, but it's not jumping for joy, because it's not like we're going to have fun all day. You got to work, and you're not free till after 4 o'clock. So I get that,
But we can always stay an extra 2 to 3 days just to do stuff if you wanted to do that.
All I'm saying, folks, Rosa and I, have not had a honeymoon. And in my mind,
And
I
it's
feel
going on
that,
6
may
years.
I? Today, may I?
Yes.
And it feels like to me that she hasn't prioritized it. I lived in Hawaii for just about 4 years. I've been back at least 7 times. I enjoy Hawaii. I love Hawaii. And I think she really would like it too. And she says she wants to go. I'm not saying it's got to be Hawaii or nothing. I'm just thinking that I can't think of a more beautiful place or romantic place than Maui and Kauai and Lanai and, Oahu too. So that's my.
Can I say what I gotta say?
Please do. Please do.
It's not that I don't want to go to Hawaii, because who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm gonna love Hawaii.
Right.
But Hawaii for a honeymoon, Sharyn used to live there. She vacationed there with other women. It's not special for us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, can we just go somewhere that's special for us?
Oh, see, now she's
her
never presented that
memories-
argument before. Okay.
Her memories in Hawaii are going to be different. Like, I remember when I came here with so-and-so, or let's go over here, let's see if that restaurant is still there, because you remember being at that restaurant. I mean, it's going to be things like that, and it's like, let's go for vacation. I don't have a problem with that. But you want to turn that into like a honeymoon spot, and we need to go somewhere that just she and I have been together.
I think we need to stop taping right now, because you've never presented that to
I
me.
did say
Not
that.
like
I said you've been there.
No.
Let's go somewhere.
Yes,
we
I've
haven't
been there, but I've never been there with you. So here we go. Okay, now y'all know my history.
Not true. I told her that.
Okay,
A long time
it's
ago.
going to be a different show today. I'm feeling it already, and it ain't because the sun's
Well,
on
first
my
of all,
head.
we've been married for 6 years.
Yes.
So this August will be 6 years. I've told her that at the beginning, so maybe she don't even remember.
Memory.
But I told.
You remember I'm the older one, so some memory issues. Let me say this about that. Years ago, when I was, a young sailor dating and having fun. Big fun. Lesbian fun. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking to my people out there in lesbian land. But anyhow, I was unattached. And so, I've told you before, I've been in San Diego now for over 40 years, which means I got a lot of history here. Well, there's one young lady who I was trying to, chat with, and we couldn't make up our mind where we wanted to go for a date. And so she said, well, let's go to the zoo. And I said, oh my gosh, I've been to the zoo so many times. And her statement to me was, you have never been to the zoo with me. And you know what? I went to the zoo with her and had a fantastic time, right? So I offer that for consideration. And that with Rosa, I've never been to Hawaii with you, and I love Hawaii so much. I'm gonna tell you, if we could afford it, I would live in Hawaii. I really would. I love it.
Going to Hawaii.
I didn't say you did, but I'm just saying you've never been to Hawaii with me, and I just think no, it doesn't matter where you're at as long as you're together. I mean, I don't care.
I agree.
I can go to number 13 7-Eleven and meet you at the Slurpee machine and have a good time because I love you. It don't matter to where, as long as I'm with my sweetie, right? So I'm saying, don't get me wrong, it's not that big a deal about the Hawaii thing, but I feel the need to go back, and I want my wife to see why I love Hawaii so much. So that's all I'm gonna say with that.
And I want to go. I just don't want it to be a honeymoon. Like, we can go. I am so cool with going to Hawaii with her because, again, she has not been to Hawaii with me. So we going. We're just not making it a honeymoon.
Okay.
Call somewhere else a honeymoon because we're not going to do that as a honeymoon.
Okay.
It's just not going to happen.
Okay. So back to you wonderful people out there.
No, okay, but hold up. She wouldn't want to go somewhere I've been with, like maybe my ex-husband on vacation, call it a honeymoon. She wouldn't want to go somewhere I've been with some ex-girlfriends. I'm sure she wouldn't have. Do you? Would you?
No.
Right. Case in point. Now y'all see why we're not on vacation?
But y'all also see why we really need one. Okay. So here we go. So back to the matter at hand. I do feel that vacations can be very, very special. It's not about where you go and how much money you're paying and all of that. It's just a time for you both just to get away and just exhale. You do something that you don't normally do, or do the same things, just do it in different places.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're going to have breakfast somewhere, you're going to have brunch somewhere, but having brunch in downtown Atlanta is a different experience as in hanging out in San Diego all the time. Right. So with that, I wanted to talk to you about that. Now, again, if you a longtime member of member of the show, our posse that we have, there's some people who they don't let me get away with an inch. Mm-hmm. Well, Sharon, you said in video number 17, and you said something different in video number 39, like they really comparing shit. I just say, get a life. No, but seriously, a lot goes on with deciding on where we're going to go and how you're going to go. Are you going to fly, drive, or float? I do like cruises, but I don't want to be on a ship forever. Did enough of ships in the Navy.
And I absolutely love cruises.
See,
I
okay,
can cruise all day, every day.
But this is how I get
I
around
can live on a ship if I needed to.
Oh my goodness! This how I get around that is I enjoy being with Rosa, so it doesn't matter where we go. So I can get into it. But here's my point. Again, we have two children, 16 and 19, and she knows I'm going to say something that's other than happy and loving. But to me, when you take the kids with us, that is not a vacation.
I agree.
Hold on. Let me just put that out there, okay, folks, and especially when they're younger.
It's not a vacation for us. It's a vacation for them because they're always going to have fun. But I agree, because when you take kids with you, there's work to be done when you're on a vacation. You're always trying to figure out where they can eat, what they can do, how many, I got to be at the pool because they want to be, down by the pool, whatever it may be. So talking about vacations, like I was saying, I think kids are part of, why a lot of people don't take a lot of vacations. I don't know. I mean, because it is a lot of work. I remember my kids were younger. It just never was fun for me. Although it was fun seeing them have a good time.
Right.
And seeing them, but it was just never fun. So, you were always trying to go somewhere that was just easy, like Palm Springs. Take them to the hotel and swim. Although you can take them right here in town and swim, but it just seemed like a vacation if you were in a different town.
Yeah, the fact that you had to drive to it for 2 hours.
Now that the kids are older, even going on a vacation with teenagers, it's still not that much fun because you still gotta figure out what they got to do, what they can do, and still go with them, But
well, why do we even go on vacations? For me, it's just to have special one-on-one time with my wife in a different setting.
Right.
Okay, now, I don't want to go with another couple. I don't particularly want to go with children because that changes the whole dynamic. I'm going to be keeping it real. It costs more to take them, and then it costs even more when you get there. Make sure they having a good time. Right. So I come back tired because I didn't carry the bags and paid for breakfast 10 times. It's just too much.
Yeah.
And nowhere in there do I feel rested.
But I agree with you to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
But even going on a vacation with you by yourself, like Sharon, you all heard of her health issues or whatever, and she cannot walk a long time. Even when we went to New Orleans, I felt like we couldn't walk around as much as I would like to.
No, yeah,
because I don't want to go by myself. I mean, I will, but I didn't want to necessarily go without Sharon. So I was always looking for stuff that we can do when we got there, and then even we had to go see that plantation, Whitney Plantation.
Yeah.
If you ever in New Orleans, got to go see it.
Yeah.
But even when we got there, you sat down and was like, I don't want to go. So it's just
I was
still walking around by myself.
I didn't say, I didn't want to go. It's just
you didn't want to walk anymore. You walked to like the church, and then you were like, okay, I'm
good.
Go,
I'm good.
And then
and let me read what else is going on here.
So, but when you say you want to go on vacation and spend that time, that one-on-one time, it's like, yeah, but I feel like we're missing out on stuff because a lot of times you need to walk around and enjoy.
And what she's not telling you, yes, I have had 15 operations. No, not while we were together, but in my life. So here it is. I just had spinal surgery. So excuse me if I'm not doing what is those things you twist over and keep somersaults? I can't do it. That's not what I'm doing. And I'm older, not making an excuse. I'm just telling you what time it is. So I still want to go on a vacation. Of course, I want to spend quality time with my wife. And I surely don't want to be a spoiler for anybody, which is why I will sometimes say, hey, babe, you go ahead.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm glad you admitting that, because you making it seem like I go on vacations without you all the time, which I do go. No, but they're not necessarily vacations.
Right.
It's just that because you are the one. I don't want to leave the States and have to learn Farsi in a hospital at the doctor's office and blah 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 blah. And she's always saying something like she doesn't want to go, and it does. It's not fun for me.
To my own defense, because no one else will, I will say that I do have a personal fear of having a episode or a situation or a medical emergency outside of the United States. That is not that's not a fantasy. That would scare me to death. And then I'm somewhere foreign, don't speak the language, and they can't figure out what's wrong with me. And oh no, and you ain't life flighting me nowhere. Just let me die right there, because I don't even want to go for it. And then Rosa sitting over there with the thumps like, you growing in the vacation.
I would not. Yeah. If you got sick, that's a whole nother thing. But I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, we've actually been on vacation sick together.
Oh, now that was that was early when we did
one
together.
Of our first vacations.
Yeah. That was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny, haha, but it was funny as in how we got through it. And it was just, we both came down with a terrible, terrible cold, and she didn't want to ruin it for me, and I didn't want to ruin it for her. We literally almost crawled out the bedroom, like the second day, like we got to get something to eat.
Because we had bought this package to do things for the weekend, so we were trying to make it to do whatever we had to do.
And she said, "Oh, we don't want to waste money," but no, we don't. But I didn't feel it, and she didn't feel it.
Yeah, and we got dressed one day and was like, "We're gonna go to this one," and we went out to eat. And we said, "Where's the nearest CVS?" And we bought everything they had
on the shelf. You give me some of that.
Room. So we still missed it. So I mean, it was.
But
funny.
At least we were together.
But I'm saying that to say you didn't have to learn Farsi in the doctor's office. We made it. It was okay. I think she'll be okay. She just doesn't want to go. I needed a roommate to Africa because I didn't want to pay for the double occupancy.
Right.
And she still don't want to go. So I finally found one. So if any of you all want to go to Kenya, let me know. It's going to be fun. It's August 1st through the 9th of next year. Not this August. Next August.
Right.
So let me know.
Right.
But
and I'm not a poo-poo person. I don't want to get in the way of anybody's happiness or fun time. My wife wants to go somewhere. If I'm not up to it, it's okay to say, "Sweetie, have a good time. Bring me back a big T-shirt. If you remember me." Okay.
Really?
No, seriously. Just bring me back something, and I'm good. I'm not like, Rosa did this, Rosa did that. No, I really don't feel that way. I laugh and joke about a lot of things, but honey, if I really had an issue with it, this would be a whole different show.
No, and I get that.
Okay.
But just staying on topic with the vacation time, we know that we need vacations. It's not even deciding on me. It's not even deciding where to go, because I don't really care where I go.
Right.
If I haven't seen it before, I'm up for it.
Right.
But it's like now we have to figure out if it's going to be okay for Sharyn. Like, of course, we can't go mountain climbing, because that's just not what she's going to be limited to
but
do.
let me back up but in my own defense again, is that I don't mind if there's mountain climbing, but just don't feel bad or quote unquote trying to make me feel bad, not that you do, that I can't do it. You knew in San Diego what my limitations were. If we go to Hawaii and you want to walk Diamond Head, I ain't walking Diamond Head, but I lived there 20 years ago and I walked it when I could. I'm okay.
And I get that. But who
That's
wants to go on vacation and do stuff by themselves? What is the purpose of vacation? Doing it together.
Oh.
So therefore, you forego. If you have a partner that's can't do certain things or is not in the best of health to do whatever it is that you're doing, and it doesn't even have to be like physical ailments. It could be like asthma. You can't go to the top of the mountain because they can't breathe right. So I mean, just whatever. You know that you cannot do that when you're there unless you do it by yourself. And who wants to do that? I don't want to go way to Hawaii and have to spend 3 of the 5 days doing something by myself because Sharyn can't do it or she's seen it before.
That ain't going to happen. I'm extremely extrovert. Rosa is an extrovert. You know, as I said, we go through life meeting friends we have yet to meet. So you know people. When Rosa goes, you know, with her buddies and stuff, you know what I say? Have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't make them all. And I'm not, like I said, I am not one of the people who poo-poo like, I can't believe my wife done left me again. No, sweetie, as long as there's a casino open and Jersey Mike sells turkey sandwiches, I got Law and Order, okay, all 429 episodes, I'm good. And she checks in with me, if not every 3 hours, every 6. Look, go enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Go do you, boo. You know, I think it would be worse if you had a person who wasn't so okay with stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to say it because I'm older, but as they say, been there, done that, wrote a book about it, you want to read it, been there. You know what I mean? And I want my wife to see some of the things that I think were so wonderful, which circle back to Hawaii. I think we won't call it a honeymoon. It's just one of my favorite places.
Yep.
It really is. So,
but we will go, and I just do want to apologize if you all can hear that noise. My neighbor, I guess, started up his generator. I don't know what it is going on over there.
No one does anything. Right. But today everybody wants to do every doggone thing. The kids want to jump in the pool. Right. Somebody wants to play basketball. And the way the houses are, you know what I mean? We all have huge yards, but if you're doing something, I can hear you.
And we're in a gorge too. So.
Right. We're in a gorge. But anyway, so back to, the vacation. So how do you decide on where to go? Is it all about the price, the distance, the time away, or what? There's some places that are crazy expensive. Dubai. I was over there when they were building Dubai, and it was like I just knew they were going to have, quote unquote, the world's tallest hotel built there. And it really looks beautiful. However, the price is outrageous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And guess what? They don't like gay people over there. So guess where I'm not going? I'm not going back to Dubai.
I'm not spending my money where somebody doesn't want.
No. If you got issues around, my people, my family, my isms, two women loving each other, I'm not going to turn around and give you $8,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and parts of Jamaica, not the best place for us either. So,
right. Some parts of Africa too.
Oh.
But I'm still going.
Yeah, well, that's the motherland. You got to give that some way.
It's the soil for me. I just need to put my feet on the soil. That's all I really want to do.
So we're still at square one because so far we are not booked for a vacation, but I'm working very, very, very hard on it. And the other part is that I can't surprise Rosa because she'd be all up in my business. You know what I mean? The one time I don't look at her phone, she doesn't look at mine. The one time she'll pick up my phone, who was you talking to? Travel? What? Where you going? So that's funny, you know what I mean? But the bottom line, I don't care where we go as long as we're together. And you had mentioned a staycation, and we do live in San Diego. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. And there's so many places and even right outside of San Diego, there's so many beautiful places and things that we haven't taken advantage of yet. You know what I mean? I mean, we can get La Jolla off season. Yeah. And go to La Jolla and just, walk around the village of La Jolla. They think they so much. They're not. So anyhow, we just want to know how you guys feel about that. We wanted to do something a little light this week because we've been a little heavy the last couple of episodes. And
y'all almost made me cry last week.
Yeah, and
your girl can't do that right now on camera, but
Yeah, it was a little deep, and we do switch subjects a lot because one, we don't want to tell you something that you already know, but while we as soon as we finish taping, we release our videos on Wednesday morning, right? We tape on Sunday, release on Wednesday morning, and within 2 hours we got feedback. Hey, I really like the subject, or da-da-da-da-da. Hey, I love Rosa's hair, and whatever the comment is, and someone always gives us suggestions for other shows, because we want to keep it real. We are two, black lesbians enjoying this thing called life, and our problems are not so unique that they don't look like your problems too. And maybe not a problem, but an issue or a question. A couple of
concern.
huh?
Or concern.
Oh, concerns, right? Well said, touche. You know, like somebody wants us to do a show on toys.
I just said that at the beginning.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I did hear that. I'm sorry, but and maybe and we are going to do it. I don't know how soon we're going to do it, but we're inviting other people to be our guests also. Yeah. So, you know, no subject is too. Off limits. We've talked about,
especially if we know something about it. If it's something that we do, we on it.
We're on it. Yes, exactly.
If we haven't really experienced it, it's hard to talk about it. For me,
Yeah.
I mean, my wife can research it and talk about it for an hour. For me, I have to, have it relatable for something.
Right. But so it's no subject that we won't approach. We have talked about incest. We've talked about child rearing, STDs, finances, cheating, just whatever. I mean, all the things that affect some of us, not all of us.
Yes.
And not all of us the same way. But I would say if you're grown and you're intelligent enough to talk about the subject, you can engage other people with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? As simple as that.
So
you want to say something?
Yeah, I just getting ready to say we definitely want to know if you've taken vacations with your partner. How was that? Or if you got any suggestions as to where we can go. For me, not too expensive. I just like to go, and because I go so much, I can afford very expensive stuff. So that would be great too if you all have any type of those any type of suggestions.
And one thing, excuse us, because to make sure we didn't overlook it, there's a lot of lesbian travel. There's a lot of black lesbian travel. Look at those sites, because there's a lot of women out there who just want to travel and want someone that they can relate to and go explore together. They ain't looking for a hookup. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to spend $3,500 to try to get a hookup with somebody. Just go to your local bar and start winking and see who winks back.
That's what Sharyn used to do back
Not at all.
That's how she knows.
No, I didn't wink at you.
Yeah.
Did I?
No, you ain't wink at me.
No. So that's what, like I said, we were trying to keep it light, but that's what we're talking about. I just want to know how you guys decide on your vacations, and what makes a great vacation also. Yeah. And not being mean or Sister Jean, mean Sister Jean. I ain't want to be mean about it, but I don't want people to think I don't love kids or love my own. It's just that when kids come, it's no longer a vacation to me. Because
absolutely, it's not about loving them. It's the truth.
Look, and she the mommy.
You take them with you because you love them, right? You want them to have a great vacation. But the truth is a vacation for them and not necessarily you. But you already beat that horse, so.
Yeah. You did say horse, not hoe. Didn't you? You said something, you said whore. You know what I'm saying? We beat that whore. I'm like,
we beat that dead horse, as they say. Which I kind of hate.
And with that, like every week, we're always wishing you the very best.
Of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke.
And take a vacation.
Yeah, especially if you need one. We love you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And happy Pride.
Pride. Yes.
Thank you.